Hi, welcome to my channel, Math Made Easy with Laurel. I'm Laurel, and in this video we're going to talk about exchange rates and currency exchange. Often in business you're required to change from one currency to another, whether it's Canadian to US to Mexican or whatever. And you will be given a rate, an exchange rate, and asked to convert from one denomination to another. One way that you can do that is through a process called unit conversion. I'll show you how the process works with something fairly straightforward, and then we'll take a look at how we can use that process to convert currency. Let's say we're going to do a unit conversion with time. We know that there are 60 minutes in 1 hour. Therefore, I can use this information as follows. Let's say we're asked to convert 2.5 hours to minutes. Of course, we can simply multiply by 60 and be done, but I want to use this to illustrate the process of unit conversion. The way that we convert is we take the value that we want to convert and we multiply it by a fraction whose numerator is equal to the denominator so that we're not changing the value. And the values that we're going to pick for our fraction are these values. Because I want to convert hours to minutes, I'm going to put hour in the denominator so that it cancels, and I'm going to put minutes in the numerator so that we're left with that unit. We know that 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. So again, these have to be equivalent so that the fraction is equal to 1, so that I'm not changing any values. I'm just changing units. Now I can cancel hours. 2.5 times 60 is 150. So 2.5 hours is 150 minutes. If we had minutes and we were changing to hours, we would just flip this fraction so that the minutes canceled. Let's talk about how we can use this process when we're talking about currency exchange. Let's say today's exchange rate is 1 Canadian dollar is equal to 0.7295 US dollars. That means if I put them in a fraction form in either order, that fraction's value is 1. These are the fractions that we're going to use to convert. In our first example, we're asked to change 1,500 Canadian dollars to US dollars. So we start off with what we're given. We want to convert from Canadian to US. So Canadian goes in the denominator so that it will cancel, and US dollars goes in the numerator. And then we have to write these values with them. So 1 Canadian dollar is equal to 0.7295 US dollars. This cancels. So 1,500 times 0.7295 will be equivalent to $1,094.25. Let's convert the other way. We're going to use the same conversion rate. So we want to change 800 US dollars to Canadian. So the fraction we're going to use in this example, because we want to cancel the US dollars, we're going to put US dollars in the denominator and Canadian dollars in the numerator. We know 1 Canadian dollar is 0.7295 US dollars. Cancel the US dollars. Now in order to calculate it, I go 800 times 1, and then I divide by 0.7295. And that value gives me $1,096.64 Canadian. So if we want to know the other way that we could write this same conversion rate, we could find out what 1 US dollar is equivalent to in Canadian dollars. Again, because we're converting from US dollars, that goes in the denominator, to Canadian dollars, that goes in the numerator. Put in your values. So 1 Canadian dollar is equal to 0.7295 US dollars. That unit cancels. And 1 US dollar would be equivalent to 1.3708 Canadian dollars. So your exchange rate could be written in either form, either this form or this form. And if you use this process of unit analysis, then you don't have to worry about when do you multiply, when do you divide. So we could redo those first two questions using this as our conversion rate, as long as we don't round this value off. Keep the value that's actually on your calculator. So the first example we did was 1,500 Canadian dollars to US dollars. So we'll just redo it using this conversion rate instead of the one I used previously. Again, I'm using the value I actually have on my calculator. I'm writing it down rounded off, but I'm using the actual value on my calculator. This unit will cancel, and again I get the same value in US dollars. If I were to redo the second example, I want to convert 800 US dollars to Canadian dollars. Using this exchange rate, I'm going to put US dollars in the denominator now because that's what I'm trying to convert, and Canadian dollars in the numerator. And I get the same value here as I did when I used the other form of the exchange rate. Whether you're changing money at your bank or at a kiosk in the airport, you're going to be charged some kind of conversion rate or commission. So let's take a look at how we can calculate that in with the conversion. Our example says, how much will it cost in Canadian dollars to purchase 5,000 Mexican pesos at a bank that charges 3.5% on its buy rate? Today's rate is 1 Canadian dollar is equal to 13.63 Mexican pesos. So that's what we're going to use to do our calculation. Our first step is to convert 5,000 Mexican pesos to Canadian dollars. Because we want to convert from Mexican pesos to Canadian dollars, we're going to put Mexican pesos in the denominator and Canadian dollars in the numerator. So 1 Canadian dollar is equal to 13.63 Mexican pesos. That will cancel. We take 5,000, divide by 13.63, and that works out to be $366.84. We have to pay a commission of 3.5% on that. So let's find our total. Whenever a certain percent is added to a value, we can either find that separately. We could find 3.5% of that and then add it, or we can use this formula. So our value will be multiplied by 1 plus that percentage of, and as a decimal that will be 0.035. 1 plus 0.035 is 1.035. We multiply that to 366.84 and we get $379.68. So that's what the bank would charge us to give us the 5,000 pesos, which is actually only this amount, but this includes the commission. Not only are you charged a fee when you convert Canadian money to another currency, but when you get home and you have money left over and you want to change it back, you're charged a fee again. For example, you wish to convert 500 euros to Canadian dollars. The bank charges a 1.6% service charge on the sell rate. I looked up today's conversion rate, and this is what we're going to use for this question. So let's first of all figure out what this is equivalent to in Canadian dollars. Because we're converting euros, that goes in the denominator. Canadian dollars goes in the numerator. 1 Canadian dollar is equal to 0.6229 euros. That will cancel, so I'll have 500 divided by 0.6229. So 500 euros, according to this exchange rate, will be equivalent to $802.70 in Canadian. The bank's not going to give all of this back. It's going to keep 1.6%. So let's find out how much you actually get back. When deducting this service charge of 1.6%, we can either find 1.6% of this and subtract it, or we can use the formula that we've been using when we've got percent increases and decreases. So we take our value of $802.70 and we multiply by 1 minus 1.6% as a decimal. So the bank would give us $789.85. It doesn't matter what currency you're changing to or from. This process works, and it saves you having to think of whether you multiply or divide by the currency rate to do the conversion. When you set up the conversion, you will see immediately whether you're multiplying or dividing by the conversion rate. If it's in the numerator, you multiply by it. If it's in the denominator, you divide by it.